Hello there, and welcome to a Techie TV music mic. And tonight I'm going to introduce you to the Electric Light Orchestra, a band from Birmingham, fronted by Jeff Lynne, who's possibly, maybe, one of the most talented people ever to make music in the UK. Still going strong now, what, 40 years after he started? I'm not kidding. You've heard me say before in my previous broadcast that the first record I bought was The Buggles and Video Killed the Radio Star, which is true. The second record I bought at the same time was this actual one. This is Confusion and Last Train to London from ELO. One of the reasons I bought it was the cover. I mean, that is epic, isn't it? That's a really good cover. And even the back of it was good, because that was before the shuttles and everything like that. This was 1979. So let's see, A, if it still works, and B, my record player, which is very temperamental, is working as well. So it's on. That's good. So this is Last Train to London, double A side. Singles usually had one side, which was it, you know, the one that played on the radio, Top of the Pops, that kind of things. But this had two. Now, I've always said I'm a singles guy. I always buy singles and not albums, but I did buy albums with ELO. I bought this one, a New World record. Biggest hit on here is probably Living Things. Then I got this one as well, which was Face the Music. And the biggest hit on here is probably Evil Woman or Strange Magic. Don't worry, we'll get to them soon. We also got ELO's Greatest Hits. Yeah, they're all on there. Discovery, which is my go-to record in the shop, and mainly because it's scratched. And of course, the absolutely iconic ELO Out of the Blue, which, although the inside of the album is a bit disappointing, the outside of the album is very, very impressive. But, like I said before, it's not about the albums today, no. It's about the singles. So that's Last Train to London. That, like I said, second record I ever bought, possibly the first, but I always say it's the second record because it's the one I picked up after I picked up the Buggles Video Killed the Radio Star. Also from the same album is The Diary of Horus Wimp, which is not from the same album at all. Same year though, 1979. Horace Wimp, This Is Your Life, Go Out and Find Yourself a Wife. Yeah, not my favourite tune, but still pretty cool. One off the Out the Blue album, and actually has the Out the Blue album cover, and even shows you what the Out the Blue album cover looks like when you open it up fully, is the fantastic and purple, yes, I've got a purple disc. This is Sweet Talking Woman. Again, very iconic song. And you will have heard it. I've had to put a little insert in it. Because ironically, when they've got a big hole in it like that, that means that the record was actually put in a jukebox. So you can imagine a jukebox having a purple copy of that in it. Anyway, Sweet Talking Woman. B-side is Fire and I. And if you can reverse this video, which I don't think you can, Arvnet, Arvnet, Arvnet. The odd snip over zip is emits, is what that record says, and if you reverse it, it actually sounds interesting. Help it! So anyway, that is Sweet Talking Woman purple disc. We've also got another purple disc, Sweet Talking Woman. This one's got the full insert, and it's got a different B-side. Because if you look at this, it's got Sweet Talking Woman and Fire and High. You look at this one, it's got a different cover, Sweet Talking Woman, and the B-side is a track called Bluebird is Dead. Interestingly, that was the stage that they took around with them when they toured the world with the Out the Blue album. Yep, I know, it's fascinating, isn't it? Don't forget you can ask questions and comments, because this is live, unless you're watching it pre-record, in which case it's not live. Now, the career of ELO was huge. And I mean, huge. Huge, 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 huge. And I mean, huge. Put that in there. I don't want to lose that. So 2 of them. To be fair, I forgot I had 2. Another album of theirs was Time, and this came out in 1981. That's the album cover, although this is a single, which is Hold On Tight. A bit rockier for ELO, but we'll get to some of their early stuff before. But you'll see what I mean about it being rockier. Also got a bit of French in it as well. Nope, and the record player's like, no. Yeah. Yeah, record player's playing up. Let's do that. Weirdly, that seems to work sometimes. So there you go, it's better. Bump. I haven't got Whitney Houston. Come on, I've got some taste. He lied. Right, no, he's not talking in French. But again, look that one up. That's Hold On Tight by ELO. 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 Then they brought a movie out, which is bizarre. And the movie was not this one. The movie was called Xanadu, and I should have rehearsed this. This track is called I'm Alive, and this was out in 1980. So they were very prolific between 79 to 81 to 82. Yep, they're alive. Still alive now as well. He's one of the travelling Wilburys, and unfortunately, everyone else is dead apart from him. Well, there you go, you see, he knew. Back at that. Mr. Blue Sky. Now, let's be honest, Mr. Blue Sky is probably the iconic song by ELO, and this being me, I've got a blue vinyl, Mr. Blue Sky, because let's be honest, you can't have a blue sky without a blue vinyl. Sing along now. You could get a t-shirt for £2.75 and 30p P&P including VAT. Special offer they did. Mr. Blue Sky, stick that there. No, because you can't see the vinyl going round. Hold it. Some of the early stuff they did. This goes back to 1978. The ELO EP, Can't Get It Out of My Head, Strange Magic, Mama Belle and Evil Woman. All classic tracks, all worth a listen. Evil Woman did come out on its own as a single. B-side being Can't Get You Out of My Head. Sticking with the early stuff, they also had a song called Strange Magic, and this was very, very early indeed. I mean, this was still when they were on United Artists. This is 1973. It's very strange. And you know what? It's magic. else have they got that's early? Oh, one of my favourites. This is one of my favourites from the early 70s. It's got a fantastic B-side as well. But the A-side is called Living Thing. And it is fantastic. I've lost my middle bit, there it is. It's bad when you lose your middle bit. So let's put this one on, have a gander. Again, United Artists, they didn't have the money to actually do covers back in them days, so they just used standard covers for their singles, including Showdown, which also come out in 1973, and Another Living Thing. But this one's got the B-side I'm looking for, which is Fire on High, which is amazing. Going quite well so far. Got another Mr. Blue Sky there. That's when they were on the Jet label. Iconic covers again. But being young and whatever, I used to get some stencils and write the name of the album, name of the track on, so when I was flicking through my collection I could see it at the top rather than going all the way to the bottom. So that was good. This is Living Thing. Which is a very, very good track from 1973. I mean, that's older than probably some of your parents. That's a scary thought, isn't it? Anyway, another earlier track from ELO was Carrera. Now this one came out in 1976. Again, they were on the Jet label by then. And I'll put right in the middle of this one. Proper rock and roll. And a bit of opera. I can't reach them notes. Now you remember Queen did, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody, which also had a bit of rock and a bit of opera in it as well. But this was 1976. ELO were having a go. They also did Don't Bring Me Down. Now Don't Bring Me Down from the Discovery album, a bit later on, 1979. Another superb track. Remember, you've got to Google these, Spotify, and do whatever it is you do. Another one of my self-titled single covers. Join in. Anyway, that's Don't Bring Me Down from the album Discovery, available in my shop at the moment. Also from the same album, I think. No, this is from a New World record, but this was 1976. One called Telephone Line, again on the Jet label. Jet label being the most iconic label that I think ELO had. You see, I've done my own little thing on it again, just because I can, really. Now, remember when I said that they did a film called Xanadu, and then I played a completely different record because I didn't read it right? Well, I've actually found Xanadu, and it's actually Olivia Newton-John and ELO and it is a really good tune. Now, we've got the Greatest Hits album in the shop at this exact moment in time on vinyl, and it's got Xanadu on it. The only problem is, if I put the wrong side on. That's not the only problem. The only problem is, though, it's not the Olivia Newton-John version, it's just Jeff Lynne singing it, which is not wrong with that. But this is iconic. Guess what? I did my own little cover again. But I couldn't be bothered putting Olivia Newton-John, so I just put ELO ONJ. The film was crap, by the way. Music was alright. So, Xanadu by ELO. Wild West Hero. I think this could be the first record I bought by ELO after the one I bought previously, because I actually went back to the back catalogue straight away because I discovered them. I thought they were brilliant. This is 1977, so this was 2 years earlier than the actual one I bought. But I do remember getting this really early on in my career, and if you look very carefully, there's a hole there at the top, because I actually took it out. And, well, we couldn't get posters back in them days. So what I actually did was, I actually stuck the record sleeve on the wall of my house, in my bedroom. Yeah, I know. To be fair, I did that without the Blue, the album as well. I bought 2 copies of it and trashed one of them just so I could use it as a poster. But Wild West Hero, really good song. Again, you really need to have a listen to that one. I also got the names of all the bands as well. You got Mick Kaminsky, Hugh Dowell, Kelly Graucut, Melvin Gale, and Bev Bevan, and of course Jeff Lynne. All there, all nicely named, so you know whom they are. A bit later on, they brought out Discovery. I think we've already mentioned Discovery album, but the big song from that was "Shanna Little Love," and again, absolutely classic ELO. If you've never listened to ELO, you've really got to dig them out. But it's not all like this, that's the beauty of it. They did some other fantastic stuff as well. When I say some other fantastic stuff, I mean some other fantastic stuff as well, including Don't Walk Away, which is a good single, and Twilight, which is an epic single. That was off the album Time as well. I'll give you a quick blast of Twilight. Also, they wrote their logo in a funny way, and I used to try and draw that. But I never cared. It never looked anything like the real thing. It just looked like a 3-year-old had done it. Yeah, very rocky, but cracking tune. And it was off the album Time. Now, we've never had the album Time in the shop, which is a bit scary, considering how many thousands of copies it sold. Then we've got Ticket to the Moon, and Here Is the News, another double A side. Now, Ticket to the Moon was okay. Here Is the News, I'm thinking of nicking this for Techie TV. Are you ready? Welcome to the news. Today things have happened. Some good things, some bad things. Sorry, I just think it's perfect for doing an intro for the Techie TV news. Got a new bulletin coming up about the bus station as well. Very exciting news. Media shower, but you hate that, especially when it's all over the world. Another fantastic tune. This one was from the wasn't from any album, but when it came out it wasn't from any album anyway. Oh, Xanadu. Another track from Xanadu. You see the logo there at the bottom. So yeah, I think I'm going to nick that and use it on my Techie TV channel, because you can't get monetized anymore now because you haven't got 1,000 subs, so why not? But after all the big success and all that, they still kept going strong, and I kept with them. I really did, because after all, I was a fan. Rock and Roll is King. This is much later on. This is 1983, and. This is very, very rocky indeed. I mean, proper. It's a bit like the earliest stuff, to be fair. Wasn't a massive hit. But they didn't even stop there. No, they kept going. They also brought out picture disc, and this one is Secret Messages and Buildings Have Eyes. Now, Secret Messages, what am I saying? Secret Messages is one of them tracks that is absolutely superb, but not many people have heard it, which is a shame. Now, the Secret Messages they did were on Fire on High, which was a B-side and an album track as well. Anyway, and the last one, I think from roughly the same album, to be fair. They did bring an album out in 2015, I think it was. Jeff Lynne's ELO, and there was some classic tracks on that as well, but it's not on vinyl, so we're sticking with the... Oh no, this is Four Little Diamonds from 1983, so this is a little bit early, but this is the last one I'm going to play. Again, completely different styles of music, even though it's still the same artists. There you go, introduction to ELO. You haven't already had a look at them, had a listen to them, you really should, because there's a hell of a lot of stuff they've got there that's completely different as well. And I will see you again next time.